I get started. Well, about 12 years ago, I decided to start a company. Got registered with I've been registered with the state of Indiana for about 10 years now. Actually, 10 years. And 2 years before that, I contemplated starting a business. And I was just like, I'm just going to do it. Registered with the state of Indiana, got my tax ID, and started Blues Eye Concepts. And I had worked several other jobs, and I was just like, I'm tired of being a boss. Working for somebody else is a dream, and I wanted my own thing. And I know what I went to school for. I went to school for product development, and I had too much fun in school. 9/11 happened, graduated, didn't have the highest GPA, but I still had that itch to design and want to design. And so I went through the avenue of graphic design, and 10 years later, this is where I'm at today. Blues Eye Concepts has been running for, in good standings with the state of Indiana for 10 years now. Still broadening my scope of design with several different clients. Clientele base continues to grow, and it's just venturing off into several different industries and areas of opportunities that are coming my way. And 2019 is definitely broadening my scope to challenge that design itch that I've had for these years and years and years in my life. What I wanted to pursue originally, custom furniture. That's what I really wanted to get into. Like, I had a senior project at Purdue where I really just loved the woodworking concept, the process, the sketching, the little models, the get into the actual product itself, and cutting the wood, sanding it down, and starting over, and then finding that real good product of material, and finding the end result being from start to finish. That's what I originally wanted to get into, and that is still on the back burner. It's not gone away, but custom furniture is what I originally wanted to do when I came out of college in 2002. My goal within the next year is to definitely continue to push myself with how I design for my clients, continue to listen more, to be engaged more, to just tighten up my back office procedures and processes that will streamline what I do on the front end, how I provide services for my clients. Definitely bringing in more photography, videography, along with my graphic services, bringing in drone photography and videography as well is what I foresee doing within this next year, because it goes hand in hand. If you need a flyer, you need the photography to go with it. So it kind of goes, so it's a marriage made in heaven in the design industry. So that's what I see happening within the next year. Within the next 10 years, definitely seeing Blues Eye Concepts definitely being self-sustainable. And I will eventually have 4 to 5 potential other LLCs that I want to bring into existence under an incorporation. So I'll have an incorporation, Blues Eye Concepts, and then 5 to 6 other LLCs that will be under my incorporation, whether it be a DBA. But that's the 10-year goal. And then also to have a nonprofit that teaches all of my LLCs or my for-profits to after-school programs or kid programs, whatever. But that's the next 10-year program, is to have something that teaches back. Which then segues into the next question of, should schools teach more of design? I think it's tremendous. I think it's huge. I think it's imperative and important for kids that are, as they also call it, right brained, very creative, to have that outlet, not just to harp on what are they doing now? Core 40, I believe, the Core 40 foundational principles in high school, and I mean, they're pushing STEM. Well, in STEM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics, well, design has to make technology, engineering, mathematics, and science look pretty. So it's again, another marriage, another bridging between STEM and design that needs to be put in there. If STEM is going to be pushed into the schools, which is what they're doing to be more competitive, why not make the creative piece even more of a melting pot, mixing pot relationship within that process? Let kids go wild with their imaginations while incorporating STEM. I think it would be a powerful thing to show kids that they can design around the functionalism of STEM. So if they have this laptop, the science behind the motherboard, the science behind the materials used to make it, the technology in the motherboard, the electronics, the engineering behind all of the microorganisms within it, and the mathematics it takes to cut the angles and so on and so forth, all had to come from a design. So I think design should definitely be something that should be taught as a partnership with STEM. It could be huge. It can be innovative, and it could really push into the next leading industries for our children that are coming up, for my kids, for generations to come.